Okay, we'll roll with it. Okay, so what we've done so far is we've had the dogs searching for primary, which is just food, right? So finding food initially in the boxes, then we start bringing it out of the boxes to kind of remove that context. Kind of the cue starts to take over a little bit and just the subtleties of it, where we can say find it and they know to start looking for something. The boxes right now, again, are just providing context to the game, like look around the boxes. Eventually the boxes go away completely, and we're actually starting that today. So we're gonna start adding odor to this, and then the smell of that odor is gonna take over for things having to be in boxes, right? So what's gonna happen here, we're doing food pairing, right? So food pairing just means that we're taking the odor and we're gonna put food in a tin next to it. I do my setup like this. So I'm actually just using some magnets here to basically have another tin just stuck to it. So what's gonna happen here, and you can do that with like the bottle cap and the putty, any way that you wanna go about this. This is just the setup I have for this one. So the food's gonna be in here, and then obviously the scent is here. And so what happens is they're gonna learn to just start finding that scent because that pairs to the food. Eventually you remove the food, and now they're just looking for the scent, and then the boxes can fade and all of that. So this is just kind of how this game builds. As we go along here, and this doesn't have to be too big of a conversation, but we really want to start reading our dog's body language. And there's things that they do that can indicate here's where the odor is. So I know. All right, try that again. Okay, so like early on with Mamba, and you can see this with a lot of dogs, because they're used to us paying them, right, and like coming to them with the food once we get to this point in training. So a lot of times they'll find it and turn back at you. That you could use that as an indication, right? So when they find something and whip their head back at you, they're literally telling you, hey, I found it. This sport is a little bit different than detection. So detection, you can totally do this too, train an indication. Indication, you can train a sit when they find the odor, you can train it down when they find the odor. My dogs personally do a nose freeze. So I started this a little bit differently, and I really like that. It's very clear, and it's like very obedient to the odor. So Mamba, I think you met Mamba, yeah. He is a working line European Doberman, so he is wound, right? So when he finds like odor that's hidden especially, I mean, he'll just beat the crap out of the boxes, just destroy boxes. Hence why mine are made of wood. Most people do this with cardboard. So for Mamba, him freezing is a much better tell than just destroying things. However, the destroying things is his natural tell. He goes, there it is, and I need to get to this, right? So you'll see a lot of stuff like that. Those are kind of some of the major ones that I look for. Dogs will do some different things. You can even see like if they veer away from odor, they'll kind of snap back to the odor, right? Odor kind of comes out like a cone shape. So for example, if I have like odor here, say it's facing this way, it's going to come out like this. Right, so it's going to broaden here. So if you see a dog kind of on the edge of it, they go out this way a little bit and they put their head back, that's a pretty good indication that they're getting close to that odor, right? So we want to start looking for some of this, especially as we start to transition, because this next upcoming 5 weeks is going to be all odor. And hopefully, by the end of that 5 weeks, we're on literally just odor, no more food pairing. That's going to be my goal for that. Okay. Go ahead and stop this. I have to